One of the things we love about HighLevel is all the things you can automate and it all being in one place. But it becomes overwhelming when you start to send thousands, tens of thousands, maybe millions of contacts through automations, and you want to get a pulse on what is happening, what's going wrong, what's going right, what should I do more or less of. Well, today I've got a new release for you, and it's the Overview tab when it comes to workflows and automations. This is kind of in the realm of reporting, which they continue to make more and more robust because as more and more people use it at higher and higher volumes, there's greater use cases or examples of things that you want to see and get a quick view of, like, is it working well? Is it not working well? So we're going to dive into the screen and show you this new area, this new feature. From the automation and workflow tab at the top, you're going to see this overview tab and potentially the sign beta, depending on when you're seeing this. And so immediately what it does is, in a time bound area, give you an idea of the enrollments that have happened over the period of time here. I believe this is the last 30 days or so. And so you can quickly kind of see how many workflows do you have inside of the accounts, how many are published, and then how many contacts have been enrolled into those different automations. Immediately, that's what you get, is kind of this overall chart, kind of giving you an idea of like what's happening in terms of automations there, as well as an error summary. And so there are certain things inside of HighLevel that they will error out or disable the automations. One of often it's recurring things. So you see we've got some sort of reporting actions in here, mostly tracking like dials and call tracker and stuff like that. And because it's recurring and people can go through it multiple times, it can get flagged for kind of like loops. That's our probably most common area that we see. There's an error, and it's not really an error, it's just that we did want it to go through multiple times. And so but you got a quick summary there of what's erroring out, what needs reviews, because what happens is they will disable it. So they'll disable it and it'll no longer run. And if you're doing it for reporting or getting that reporting externally, you see that it'll create an issue with your reporting or however you're doing that. And then below, we've got kind of like trigger analysis of attempted enrollments, matched enrollments, like how many actually found triggers there, and sort of unmatched enrollments. This really is coming down to understanding why stuff may not be working and giving it kind of like a just simple yellow red flag of, when you start to do mass volume, if something stops working, this is going to tell you why and where. And so now you can filter down into different trigger types. If I'm like, okay, I'm going to do trigger type, and what might that be? Oh, it could be, contact change or contact created. All right, so you can see in a range here, here's how many contacts were attempted to run through that contact created. Here's how many matched and actually did that there. And so it could be anything from, whatever sort of types of triggers that you want to see, and you can see how those are performing inside of there. You can also then come down to like a specific form and see the details of those forms and how many contacts were run through based on those form submissions there. So cool extra area of reporting that's been added to workflows. You find it at the top. It's just called Overview. Functionally, I don't plan on using this a ton. We'll probably add it as like a weekly or monthly review in here, mostly just for like a consolidated view of errors. You do get those emails, you may have noticed, but over time you get enough of those emails, you start to filter them away or just sort them as, I don't really want to look at this anymore, which is, it's real human behavior, becomes an issue if you stop getting your data reporting or automations running there. So cool new enhancements to the workflows area there, an overview that mostly is looking at it from like a functional, structural, where are things erroring, are they not matching, are there different workflows and automations that need to be updated? And for folks like us running 12 million folks through automations there, it is helpful to have this sort of aggregate mass view on what's happening when it comes to workflows. If you want to stay up to date with all new things HighLevel, please go and just smash that subscribe button. Let me know in this video what you want me to see, what you want to see from me next. If you want me to build on new tutorials or just the latest or questions that you have inside of HighLevel, we are releasing new videos every single day, and this is the top place you can come to find anything HighLevel related. So thanks for being on this video, and I'll see you on the next one.